Welcome back to the MIDWEEK FRIGHTCAST. I'm your host, Zane and
And I'm McKenna.
And this is our show about horror movies and other scary stories.
Woohoo!
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is our special episode about Chucky.
Woo!
Because the last one got erased.
Yep.
So, here you go. Here's a brand new one.
Oh, hold on. Let me adjust myself. I gotta sit up a little bit. Okay. All right.
Okay.
We're back.
Ugh.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm waking up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We're recording this in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
which we don't normally do. So,
Yeah.
bear with us.
Yeah. What's new? Anything going on?
No.
Not really.
No, I'm in the middle of a 7-day work week, so
Yeah, we switched.
we did switch.
Hmm.
But, nothing much.
Yeah. We're doing a quickie today.
Yeah,
A quickie episode.
we are.
So, I don't know how long it'll end up being, but less than usual.
Yeah.
Probably like 30 to 45 minutes. We probably should have rewatched at least
Yeah.
the original one. Oh well.
Whoop-de-doo, we're gonna go this off
Whoop-de-doo.
our memory.
Yes. Okay. Speed round.
Ooh, is there gonna be a quiz?
No. Do you think there is a Child's Play quiz?
I bet there is. But BuzzFeed made one.
I found one, courtesy of allthetests.com.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, McKenna,
Yep,
here you go.
ready.
What is Chucky's real name? Is it Chuck Manson, Charles Lee Ray, or Steve Ray?
Charles Lee Ray.
Correct. In the first Child's Play, how does Charles die? Stabbed, explosion, gets shot, car accident.
Explosion.
I think I thought he got shot. Oh, they're asking us about all the other movies. I don't know.
Oh,
Who is Chucky's wife? Julia, Susan, Tiffany, or Jennifer?
Tiffany.
I was going to say Tiffany, too. What is Chucky's son's name in Seed of Chucky? Is it Shitface, Glenda, or Glenn?
Glenda.
Who is the kid that Chucky is after from the first Child's Play to the second Child's Play? Is it Tyler Montana, Andrew Henderson, Andy Barclay?
Oh, those are like the... Oh, Andy.
Tyler Montana should be sounds like a fake action movie star.
I love it.
Who is the celebrity that Chucky killed in Seed of Chucky? John Waters, Miley Cyrus, Jennifer Lopez, Britney Spears. It's probably Britney Spears.
Probably.
Movies love to be like, oh, look, we're so topical. Britney Spears reference. Where is Chucky from? Ohio, New York, New Jersey, Montana.
Ohio.
What kind of doll is Chucky? Good guy, Barbie, Cabbage Pack.
Good guy.
Good guy. In what movie did Chucky not die in? Seed of Chucky, Bride of Chucky, Curse of Chucky, Child's Play 3.
Bride of Chucky.
I was going to guess that too. What body did Tiffany, we were right,
Oh!
take off in Seed of Chucky? John Waters, Jennifer Tilly, Redman. I don't know who Redman is. I'm going to guess Jennifer Tilly.
Okay.
What does Chucky call John Waters in Seed of Chucky? A paparazzi scumbag, idiot boy, a jackass.
Paparazzi scumbag.
In Child's Play 3, Chucky replaced paintballs with bullets, mines, pen caps.
Mines.
How did Chucky... How many questions are there? I think we're getting there. How did Chucky die in Bride of Chucky? Beaten, axed, shot to death, blew up. The grammar in some of these questions is...
Axed.
Axed. Who kills Tiffany in Bride of Chucky? Chucky, Jane, an undertaker, police officer.
An undertaker.
Where did Chucky take Andy in Child's Play 2? Orphanage, grocery store, good guy factory.
Good Guy Factory.
Probably. What weapon does Chucky always use? Gun, bazooka, rope, knife. Knife. What character dies but not from Chucky? Tiffany, David, Needle Nose. Tiffany. Because it just said.
Yeah.
Did Chucky ever kill Andy? Maybe. Yes. No.
No.
In Curse of Chucky, who did not die? Barb, Nika, Nika's mother.
Barb.
What year did Bride of Chucky come out? 2001, 1998, 1991, 1996.
1990.
I think it's 1996.
6?
Yeah. Test results. We correctly answered 10 out of 20 questions.
Okay.
Does it tell us what we got wrong?
No.
Yeah, I was right. He did get shot. He didn't die in an explosion.
What?
Yeah, because the cop shot him, and then the place blew up, but he shot him first. We got Tiffany right. Glenn was the name of Chucky's son.
Ugh, that's so boring.
Andy was correct. Britney Spears was correct.
Yes!
New Jersey is where Chucky's from. I kind of figured. You can kind of tell from his accent. Joyzy.
Yeah, I just wanted him to be from somewhere like Ohio.
Is good guy. Chucky did not die in Curse of Chucky. I was right about Jennifer Tilly.
Good job.
But you were right about John Waters being a paparazzi scumbag.
Because of Britney Spears!
Chucky replaced paintballs with bullets. Chucky died by getting shot to death in Bride of Chucky. Oh, Chucky killed Tiffany. He killed his own wife.
Fuck.
Wow. Domestic violence is not a joke.
No.
You were right. In Child's Play 2, he took Andy to the Good Guy Factory. He always uses a knife. David dies, but not from Chucky.
Okay.
Chucky never killed Andy. It was Nika who did not die, not Barb. Fuck Barb. And Bride of Chucky came out in 1998.
Oh. Shit, weird.
Well, there you go. Look, for only seeing one of the movies, getting 10 out of 20 is pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Are there more quizzes on allthetests.com?
Well, they have all the tests, so I would assume so.
Did you know that it's an exciting exploration into your personality and IQ?
Absolutely.
Okay, anyway,
as we get distracted.
Okay.
The movies.
I'm going to set a timer.
Okay.
How long do you want to talk about each movie?
20 minutes.
Okay. And
Oh,
Child's Play 2019.
Oh, first one first. Okay.
Yeah.
First one.
Nope, that's not accurate.
Most recent one first.
Yes.
It was fun.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I liked it quite a bit.
Yes. Shall we do plot?
Yeah. Okay. Aubrey Plaza is a single mom living in a dumpy apartment with her
Trash boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, he's not really living with them.
No.
But she has a trash boyfriend, and then there's a son who's like 12?
Ish. Yeah.
Yeah.
13
and
maybe.
For his birthday, she gets him a Chucky doll. I don't remember what they're called in the new one.
They're not good guys. They're buddies.
And then it's evil, kind of, but not really.
Yeah, it's just like super possessive over him.
Yeah, it's just like a bad AI.
Yep.
Really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the guy who made it was an insane man who just got fired, so he took all the safety restrictions off and then killed himself.
Yep.
And Chucky kills a bunch of people.
A lot of people. Most people in the film.
Yes. It's good.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I liked Aubrey Plaza a lot.
Yes.
Love her just in general.
Yeah.
Thought it was a little bit freaky. I know you didn't think it was but I thought it was it's kind of there's this part where Chucky kills the trash boyfriend and then skins his face and puts it on a watermelon. And I was like, that's gross.
I mean, it's gross, but I don't think it's scary. It's just kind of funny.
was a little freaky.
It's this is like definitely a horror comedy.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything in it that was like meant to be particularly scary.
Yeah.
Acting, good.
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone's good. Mark Hamill's good as Buddy.
I know, that cracks me up.
Yeah. Aubrey Plaza's good. Brian Tyree Henry is good. The kids are good.
Yeah. Except for that one kid that you didn't like.
Oh, yeah, he was just trying too hard. But that was also, like, kind of the script, I felt.
Yeah.
He was written as someone who tried too hard.
Yeah. Yeah. There was other kids in the apartment complex.
Yeah.
That... What's his name? The main kid? It's not Andy. It's something different.
Was it? I thought it was Andy.
Was it Andy?
I think it might have been.
I don't think so. I think it was something else.
Yeah, it was Andy.
It was Andy?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ha.
Okay. Fine. But yeah, there were other kids in the apartment complex.
Yeah.
Where Andy lived.
Yeah.
And they all kind of joined up, and when they found out that Chucky could do things that other, like, buddy dolls couldn't do, like, say, swear words and things, they were like, oh, ha, 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 let's make it do stupid things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so they became friends.
Yeah.
And one of them was really annoying.
Yes. It was very 80s.
Super
Everything
80s.
was very 80s.
Yeah.
And like not in like a Stranger Things way.
No,
where it's
'cause it
like
wasn't
we're gonna
a- it
make
was-
it. We're gonna look. It's a new Coke. Remember, new Coke?
Yeah. No, it wasn't, because it wasn't set in the 80s.
No, it was set in modern times.
time.
Yeah, but just like the characters and the kind of the look, how it was filmed, was very reminiscent of the 80s.
Yeah.
Everyone was very like one-dimensional.
Yeah, they're all, like, caricatures of their characters.
Yeah, but not in a like a knowing way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, not in a way that was like, this is bad writing, in a way where like, this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, because the
Poking
asshole
fun at
boyfriend was just like the biggest asshole boyfriend.
The biggest.
And like the kids were the most like, were a bunch of 80s like ragtag kids.
Yep. They should have been in like a little biker gang.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? Oh, I didn't think the guy from Stranger Things was that good in this one, though. The one kid.
There's a guy from Stranger Things in this
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Didn't even notice that. Don't watch Stranger Things.
Well, we watched the first season, though.
I know.
He's one of the kids.
What?
Yeah.
Like the main kids?
No.
Oh.
Well, yeah. It's the black kid is in this.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't recognize him.
Yeah. Didn't think he was that good.
Well, he had like 5 lines.
Yeah.
And he was just being an ass.
He was just the bully.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. It didn't like. I think the story was a little like meh.
Yeah, there's some questionable motives.
Yeah. Oh, and I just think that like it didn't really like escalate well. Like it didn't feel like it was really building to anything.
Yeah.
And like
It wasn't very tense.
well, it doesn't even have to be, because it was a comedy, so it's like it doesn't have to be tense, but it just had to like, it wasn't like point A led to point B, which led to point C. It was just like, here's point A, point B, and point C. Like
Yeah.
there was no real like kind of momentum behind it.
Yeah.
It was just like, here's some stuff, and then here you go.
Yeah.
And like, it wasn't bad. I really enjoyed the movie.
Yeah,
but
no, I did too.
it could have been better, for sure.
Yeah.
And I also agree with the criticism that Chucky doesn't really have like a personality in this one.
Yeah.
He's just a bad AI.
Yes.
So like,
Because in the other ones, he's like an actual person, basically.
Yeah.
So there's like a personality and a motive and like everything behind that.
yeah,
And it was lacking that a little bit.
yes, yeah, and his motivation was unclear.
Yeah, because like he wanted to protect Andy, but also was very, oh, what's the word? I don't know. not protective, but kind of, like, obsessive, I guess you could say, of Andy, and, like, wanted to get rid of anyone that hurt him, but also get rid of anyone that was, like, nice to him, because, like...
He was jelly.
He was jealous.
Yeah.
So, it didn't really make much sense.
Yeah, I mean, and he was also gonna kill Andy in the last...
I still don't think he was gonna kill Andy.
He was. He jumped at him with a knife.
I know, but I think that was to stop him from going to help his mom.
By killing him.
I still don't think he was going to actually kill him. I don't know about that. I still don't think so.
What else?
I like that.
Good.
I like that this was what do they call it? A
smart doll?
No, like a remix.
Oh yeah. Someone said that it called it a remix of the original Chucky.
Yeah,
which I would agree with.
Yeah, because it wasn't like, okay, let's do Chucky scene to scene again. Like a lot of the remakes are.
Yeah.
That are coming out right now, they're just like scene to scene exactly the same.
Yeah.
This was like taking the concept and kind of a similar plot to Chucky and kind of modernizing it and making it a little bit different.
Yeah, I think it's very different.
Yeah.
Very different.
There's a lot of callbacks, though, to the original one.
Yeah.
In, like, certain scenes and shots and things like that, so...
Yeah.
Like, the original one opens up with the toy store, like, blowing up, and that's, like, the end of the new one. That kind of stuff. Things like that. So, there are a lot of similarities, but...
Yeah, it's a very different... I mean, Chucky isn't, like, is not even the same character.
No.
Like, they just took a similar design and then did a completely different thing with it.
Yeah.
But I think it was probably the right move.
No, I think it wouldn't have worked if they just tried to do it scene by scene.
Yeah, well, they've already made so many Chucky sequels that it's like... It's kind of like how they did the new Halloween movie, too, where it was like... it was the same, but different.
Exactly.
It's like you have to make it different enough to fool people into thinking that it's like not just...
Another Halloween or another Chucky movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in both cases, it worked.
Yeah.
I was thinking the other day about how did they manage to pull off convincing everyone that, like, the new Halloween movie was going to be good. Because it's not even the first one to bring back Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, yeah.
But it's like... And it was very good. I liked it a lot. But I just think it's funny that it got this, like, mainstream acceptance.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, all the other sequels, like, are only seen by, you know, horror buffs or just, like, kids who want to watch a scary movie.
Exactly.
I don't know how it... It's all marketing, man. Like,
I know,
it's you can do anything with marketing. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Jamie Lee Curtis. Let me just throw that out there.
She's pretty great.
Ugh, I love her so much.
Yes.
Okay.
Child's Play, 2019. The scene with the head, with the face on the watermelon.
Yes.
And that whole, like, subplot where he's trying to get rid of it.
Oh, yes.
But he ends up having to give it to his cop neighbor's mom.
Yep.
Because he gets, like, caught trying to get it out of the apartment.
Yep.
And he's, like, wrapped it up like a present. And so then it's just sitting in her apartment.
Oh, my God.
For, like, a week.
Wouldn't it start to, like, smell and shit?
You'd think.
It would, like, decompose.
I don't know. The watermelon kept it fresh.
Oh my god, so weird. I know. And, like, the cop neighbor was assigned to that case.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is just gonna all go up in flames.
Yeah. I liked the smart doll thing, like the technology stuff.
Yeah.
I liked that it wasn't trying to, like... It was clearly, like, spoofing Alexa or, like, Google Home and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, like, trying to make it particularly, like, realistic.
Yes.
And so it didn't feel, like, forced or, like, cringy. Like, a lot of, like, oh, look, it's Apple, but it's not really Apple.
Yeah.
You know, it was, like... It didn't look like anything that would actually... exist. It was just the idea that it was like spoofing the like everyone can drive their car with their phone and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because, like, it didn't look like an Alexa or a Google Home.
Right.
Like, it was a doll. It was an AI doll.
Yeah.
Which
no one would get an AI doll.
Right?
No. And no one would buy an AI doll either. And like the other technology in it doesn't look real.
No,
either.
like a self-driving car, like a self-driving Uber, basically.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like it's fictitious enough to not feel like it's trying too hard to be like, oh, look at, we're trying to make a serious social critique.
Yeah.
And it's like silly, but it does kind of make a point that it's like everything that we have is just up for grabs, basically.
Yeah.
But not in a really like, we're gonna hit you over the head with the message. The message.
Yeah, it was just kind of, poking fun at that idea and not taking itself seriously at all.
I'm gonna go over the criteria that we did for the last episode as well.
Okay.
Plot. I think probably the weakest part of the movie.
Yeah.
Not very clear or particularly original. Just kind of like, again, it didn't really have any like flow or momentum. It just kind of went from scene to scene without any real like kind of driving force behind it.
Yeah.
I felt.
Yeah.
And I really think that like Chucky, everyone needed to have a more like a clearer goal.
Yes.
Because no one was like, I don't know. It wasn't clear what everyone was trying to do, and I think that didn't help the kind of narrative like issues that it had.
I think that would have fixed that. Like, yeah. I think that just having a clearer goal or motive for all the characters would have like fixed the plot issue.
Yeah,
because that's really like, the plot doesn't have to be like original. Like, it was like the concept behind it was interesting enough that but it's just that the characters didn't have enough motivation to drive it. Yes. But the plot itself, original or not, was totally fine. It was a totally acceptable concept.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
That pretty much covers the character part too. Aesthetic, like set design, shot composition, lighting, all good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I liked how like dirty and kind of gross everything was.
Super gross.
Yeah, it was very like just, these people are not doing super well. Yeah. And it was good. Themes. I don't know if they really matters, especially in this case. Kind of like with Annabelle, it's like, I don't know.
It's not a movie that needs a theme.
Yeah.
Because it's a comedy.
Yeah, it's a horror comedy. It's not trying to like really say anything profound. And lastly, would you consider it like a progressive or a conservative movie?
More conservative, maybe?
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is just because, like a progressive kind of viewpoint of it would be, like, to accept this, like, kind of, this advanced technology, AI system, and, like, but they're kind of, after everything happens, they're kind of almost turning their back on it a little bit, like being very skeptical and whatnot. And I think that's more of like a conservative. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Because the progressive would be to accept it and then like build off of it. But they're not. They're kind of shutting down.
I mean, would you?
No.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
But I think that the progressive side would be like, okay, this happened, but then let's build off of it and do something better.
Yeah, I mean,
and the conservative side would be like, not shutting it down. We're done.
It's definitely like a return to status quo story. Like, the goal isn't for them to like to change or move forward through change. I do like that it didn't really like judge Aubrey Plaza for like not being the best mom.
Yes,
like there wasn't any scene where she was like, "Oh, time's up. I'm gonna be a better mom now because I've been so awful." Like, there was nothing. It was just like she's just doing what she can. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm over movies and things that mom shame people.
Mm-hmm. Mom shame. That's a very timely... what a very timely, like, topic, I feel like. I've just been seeing a lot of stuff that's been talking about that lately.
Yeah.
All right. We're done. Would you recommend Child's Play 2019?
Yes.
Me too. It's already been out for, like, 3 weeks.
I know, so if you haven't already seen it...
Go see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Child's Play, 1986, I think it was. 1989. Oh, it might have been 89, actually.
I don't know.
I think it was 89.
I think it's 88.
Oh, great. 88.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let me set that ye old timer. Go!
Okay.
What's the plot? Yeah, what's the plot, McKenna?
Oh, no. Okay.
I did the last one.
Let's see what I can remember. Okay, there's a murderer guy, and he's being chased by the police, and he gets fucked over by his, getaway car dude, and runs into a toy store to hide from the police. Police are there. He realizes he's screwed. He's also part of the occult or something, and puts his soul into a doll, into a
good guy doll.
Good guy doll. And then it blows up.
The toy store, not the doll.
Yes. the toy store blows up.
Yes.
And then there's a mom. She's single. She has a kid. They live in a grungy apartment. And she works at a department store, and her boss is a dick. And her friend's like, hey, there's a good guy doll in this guy is selling it in the alley. Let's go. So they go. She buys the doll because her son really wants it. She brings it home to him and starts playing, and her son starts playing with it. Seems fine. Nothing weird's happening yet. And then it's evil.
Yeah.
It's evil, and creepy stuff starts happening, and people are dying. And and her friend was babysitting. Kind of how it all sets off is her friend was babysitting her son because she had to work like a late shift. And then she died. She fell out of the window.
Yes. Or was she pushed?
Was she pushed?
She was pushed.
She was pushed. She was pushed by Chucky the doll.
Yep.
Out the window. But the detectives think it was her son. And he says it was the doll. No one believes him.
Because why would you? If a kid was like, no, this doll killed this woman.
I know.
I'd be like, so you definitely killed this woman.
Yeah. But, and then kills more people.
Yep.
It's really good.
It was surprisingly good.
Yeah. I was shocked.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like a dumb, maybe it was like kind of funny because it's like, it's a doll running around killing people.
Yeah.
But it was actually a very good movie.
It was. And, the special effects were pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, surprisingly convincing.
I thought it was just going to be like a doll being tossed around.
Nope.
And, I mean, it was
a couple
some
times,
point.
yeah.
But, like...
Whatever combination of, like, animatronic and puppetry, and you said that there were, at times, like, actual actors playing Chucky.
So they had a mix of actual actors, both children and little people. And then also, they had, like, 3 separate animatronic Chucky dolls for different, depending on what he was doing. Yeah. So there was, like, one that just kind of sat there and, like, had facial movements. And then there was one for, like, they called it the Attack Chucky, where it was just, like, flailing and, like, attacking. Yeah. And there was one more, I can't remember what it was. But, and then, obviously, they had just, like, a doll sometimes. Yeah. But... yeah, I mean, it was pretty impressive. Yeah. Like, if I saw that today...
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh wow,
Yeah.
that looked pretty good.
Yes. Well, I like the look of Chucky in the original better than the new one,
I
and
do
just in
too.
general.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think he was creepier.
Yeah. All the acting was good.
Yes.
The kid was actually pretty good.
surprisingly good.
Yeah. He didn't like have to show a lot of range of emotion.
No.
It was mostly just like he was either like happy or scared.
Yep.
And he did both of those
Very well.
well enough.
And he was very young too.
Yeah.
Like the kid in the original Chucky, or original Child's
Yeah.
Play, is like a little kid.
I mean, I think I do like the original more, especially like now that I've seen, like I've been sitting with them both for a while.
Yeah.
Like the original has definitely stuck in my mind a lot more than the new one.
Me too.
I actually like remember stuff from the original, whereas
Yeah.
in the new one I'm like what happened?
Exactly.
And then I'll be like, oh yeah, that happened in that movie. But like, yeah, I liked the look of it a lot. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I brought this up in our original review, but I liked the scope of it. It kind of encompassed like the entire city of Chicago.
Yes. Yeah.
It wasn't just like contained to one or two locations, which is one of my. I'm like, it was cool for a while, you know, when it was like, oh, like we're watching a horror movie, but it's just in this one house. You know, that's like cool for a while, but that's just. I'm sick of it. Like, I want more. Give me some more variety and some more locations.
Because that's what everyone's doing now.
Yeah. Right. Well, because it's cheap. Like, you just have to pay for one house
set.
and then you're done.
Yeah.
And that, you know, that was one thing that I didn't love about the Annabelle movie is that it was just in one house. Although they kind of got around it because they, like, you know, kind of made it look different and, you know, did some fun stuff with it. But still, it's like I kind of wanted to see more locations.
Exactly.
Yeah. The guy Brad Dourif as Chucky was pretty great.
Oh my god, that was hilarious. My favorite thing. So, how they find out, or how the mom finds out that her son's actually right and that Chucky is alive, is like she comes home. Her son was sent to like a mental hospital, basically.
Yeah.
Because they think that he's like crazy.
Yeah.
Because he was yelling at a doll, being like, "Tell them what you told me," and like, you know, shit like that, which would, you know, land you in a facility.
Yes.
Especially in the 80s or the 90s.
Yeah. 80s.
Yeah. But so she comes home and she's like starts freaking out at the doll, mostly because she's just like grieving because she doesn't have her son with her.
Yeah.
Her son was taken away. But she's like, you know, yelling at this doll to like do something.
Yeah.
And so then she like lights the fireplace and threatens to throw it in the fire. And the doll just like comes out and is like, "Ah, fuck out. You, lady,
you bitch!"
And it's just like, it's the funniest thing.
It's great. Yeah. And what clues are in originally is the batteries.
Yes.
Because she.
Well,
that's what like puts the suspicion in her mind that like, oh, maybe my son isn't crazy.
Yeah.
Is because she's like looking at the packaging.
Yeah.
And then like the batteries fall out when she's like been watching it like do
stuff
right this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a very clever, very simple and clever way to like make that. See that this had very like clear. Chucky had a very clear motivation. Like he wanted to kill his getaway driver and the cop.
Yeah.
And
everyone else was just getting in his way.
Yeah, and so that set him up, and then, like in the last act of the movie is that he's trying to like perform his voodoo to get into the body of the kid.
Yes.
So, like so at every point you understand exactly what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
And like you understand the stakes. Like the mom obviously doesn't want her son to get possessed by a murderer.
Yep.
Yeah, and everything like built towards the final scene. You know, it moved very well. And her kind of investigating the doll was fun. Like, that part of the movie was fun.
Yeah.
I'm a huge advocate for always having a little mystery in your horror movie.
Yeah.
I just think it like makes it, because otherwise it just feels like, oh, here's like a scene where some scary stuff happens. But when you put in like some intrigue, it feels more like an actual movie and less just like a collection of blah.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, no, totally. Well, because there's also like the connection that the detective that gets assigned to the case of her friend who gets killed is also the detective that was in the toy store and shot the murderer.
He was the one who shot,
in the first place.
Yeah.
So, like, there's that connection because, like, he knows details that no one else knows.
Yeah.
And so when she says them, because she knows them from the doll, he like, gets it and understands.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and then he also gets, the doll tries to kill him, too, and that's what, like, finally convinces him that...
Yes.
It's real.
Yeah.
I really liked the presentation of the city.
Uh-huh.
I thought was really, like, cool. It was... Because it was, again, it was very, like, working class.
Yes.
Like, they didn't spend any time in the, like, the big, like, high-rise buildings. Like, all the characters were just kind of, like, blue-collar...
Yeah.
working characters, and the environment reflected that.
Yeah.
And now, I liked that. I also liked that there wasn't a scene where it was like, because it's an 80s movie and it's a single mom, so you kind of expect there to be some like tragic, like, oh, I lost my husband.
Yes.
There wasn't any of that. It was just like, she's just a single mom, and that's who she is. That's the character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And she felt like, everyone, I feel like, felt like a pretty real person in it. There wasn't anyone who was so like, you know, so like 80s, I can't take it seriously.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, because it was set in the 80s and it was filmed in the 80s, but it didn't feel super 80s.
No.
Like,
I mean, maybe in like the clothes.
Yes.
The music. But...
Yeah. But as far as like, when, like, as we were talking about with the 2019 one, the one that just came out, like, those all felt like archetypes of 80s characters. Yeah. But these didn't really feel like 80s characters.
No.
They felt more developed, and they felt...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's a surprisingly timeless movie.
Yeah.
It's a family film.
It's a family film. But
yeah.
Don't show your children, because it scarred Zane as a child.
Yeah, it did. I remember... Because I used to watch that old movie channel, and I remember the scene... when Chucky first comes alive and he's, like, under the couch and stuff. Yeah. Very terrifying for a small child. Yeah. Even I'm sure it was censored, but even still.
Oh, yeah, because they couldn't say, like, bitch and fuck you on it.
No.
So.
Yeah. How much time do we got?
I also liked, we talked about this briefly. One thing that I liked, because the murderer is involved in, like, voodoo or the occult or something like that. And once he gets put into the doll, he kind of goes and visits his, like, a voodoo doctor or, you know, whoever taught him.
His witch doctor.
Yeah, witch doctor. You know, who taught him kind of all this stuff. Yeah. And what I liked about it is that the witch doctor wasn't, like... projected as like an evil voodoo man. No. Like, he was just a witch doctor and like was teaching this stuff, and when Chucky came, he was like, you're an abomination. You're a disgrace. Yeah. You took everything that I taught you and twisted it to make it evil. Right. Which I liked because you know, so frequently like voodoo and witch doctors are twisted to be like the evil masterminds. Yes. Yeah. And that's not the case.
No. That's a whole thing. There's a lot of studies and research done on that. Yeah. Most of it's because a lot of it comes from Haiti, and Haiti is the only like Western colonized area to have a very successful slave uprising.
Yeah.
Where they won, they beat their white overlords.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of fear and like kind of coded racism surrounding not only Haiti but also just like voodoo and
because they're like oh well, if they could do that, like what else can they do, kind of thing. Like they're
or even just like, oh fuck you, like
that too,
you beat us, so we're gonna make your religion seem like a bunch of evil, nonsense magic. All right, plot
great,
good, it's clear. Everyone has good motivation.
It's concise, too. It's not drawn out.
Oh, yeah. It's like an hour and 20 minutes or something like that.
Super short.
Like, make more movies that are that short, please. I would like to be able to watch a movie, like, when I get home at night.
Yeah.
But there aren't movies that are like, I want, like, an hour 10, hour 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
And this
was great.
It was very good. Characters. Good. They all had good motivation.
Mm-hmm.
They were complex enough that they felt pretty real.
But not too complex that it took away from the movie at
right.
all.
Yeah, this definitely is not a character study or a
definitely.
drama, but they feel real enough that you relate to them and are invested in their predicament. And Chucky is also a very enjoyable character.
Because he's actually a character.
Yeah. He's probably, I guess him and Freddy Krueger, but they're the most, charismatic movie slashers.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Aesthetic. Really good. I like how it was filmed. It was definitely filmed very 80s. But,
yeah.
I don't know. There was just something really, kind of haunting about its vision of the city that it portrayed. And maybe just because I feel like you don't see the kind of, underbelly of cities very often portrayed in movies.
Yeah.
Or if you do, it's just very brief.
Yeah.
But this whole movie is just
in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's very interesting. I really liked the scene when the kid goes on the train.
Yes.
To visit the old burned out, disgusting house.
Yeah.
Really good. That sequence was just really good. Themes and messaging. I don't know if there's really
Yeah.
Maybe some stuff about kind of consumer culture, because the mom keeps buying the kid all this branded good guy doll accoutrements. And there's the good guy show as well.
Yeah. And he has the good guy pajamas that match his doll.
Yeah. Other than that,
not much.
Not much. Just I think maybe kind of a little hey, I don't know, just. It was the 80s too. That's the height of consumer culture. Yeah.
I feel like it was a more of not to be oh, look what could happen, but kind of being this is what kind of drove it to this point.
Yeah, well, I mean, just the imagery of a child's toy coming to life and killing it. The toy is literally trying to kill the family. Just this kind of refocusing of priorities onto toys and possessions and buying things, and the mom works in a department store that's completely focused on selling and people buying stuff, and I think there's a little bit of timely messaging in there.
Yeah.
It's not the focus of the movie.
No.
But it is kind of just the setup for the movie. This is the world that these characters inhabit.
Yeah, for sure.
And then progressive or conservative, I would say oddly progressive.
Yeah, I would say the same.
In a lot of ways. I mean, it still is a return to the status quo story.
Yes.
But
it feels like they, learned something.
Yeah, well, just in its depiction of the voodoo practitioner not being, a stereotypical, creepy, voodoo guy.
Yep,
And then the mom, she's a fleshed out character who's not, tied to some tragic backstory over why she's a single mom, and she's the problem solver too. She's the driving force behind stopping Chucky and believing her son and trying to figure all this out. And then the cop also not being just a stereotypical I'm a tough guy cop.
Yeah.
He was a little sensitive.
He was a little sensitive.
Yeah. It was good.
It was really good.
Very good movie. I would definitely watch it again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna order the box set pretty soon, and then I'll
with all 100 movies.
There's 7. There are only 7. There might be 8. I think 1 came out after the box set was released.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, very enjoyable movie.
It was surprisingly good.
Yeah, one of my favorite 80s movies, I think, especially 80s like horror movies.
Yeah, because you don't like 80s movies.
Generally not, no. But this one was good. Because it feels timeless. Like, it has more value than just being an 80s movie.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
as much as I recognize The Breakfast Club as being, like, a classic, it's like, so 80s. Mm-hmm. And it's, like, so dependent on you, like, having nostalgia for the 80s. Or at least, like, the vibe of the 80s.
Yeah.
But this is just, like, you know... Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't depend on that
no.
that relationship to the 80s.
No.
It's just a good movie.
Yeah, and while it is of its time, like I think especially with, I don't know. I mean, any movie that comes out is of its time. But it's a little like subtler, and I think you can infer a little bit more culturally from actually like picking apart the movie as opposed to it just being like, look, it's the 80s.
Yep, exactly.
We're going to have like I don't know. Who's a big band in the 80s? Aha does the soundtrack. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's really good. Both movies are good. Mm-hmm. I think the original definitely holds up more.
Yep.
Again, it's stayed in my mind a lot more than the remake has.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times.
Yes, I would definitely recommend it. It is on. The first one's on Amazon Prime. If you have Prime, go ahead and give it a watch.
Uh-huh.
If
not, I'm sure you can find it at like a second hand like bookstore
definitely
for like $3.
Yeah. Well, and the box set the Blu-ray box set is like on sale for $20 right now. So if you want to get all of them, now is the time.
Yeah.
Jump on that deal. Be a good consumer, just like Andy Barclay.
Yeah.
All right. That's it.
That's it. We're done. You'll never hear from us again.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for bearing with us for our technical difficulties of last week.
Yes.
But we got 2. Haha.
So, there you go.
Yeah.
Double whammy.
Yeah. Send us more emails. That's our preferred method of communication.
Yeah.
MysticFrightCast@gmail.com. Anything you want. Just if you want to...
Send us a link to an article about a murder.
Sure.
I don't know.
Whatever you're into. Hit us up, baby. All right, we'll be back on Sunday with our Midsummer review.
Go see it.
Yes. Oh, also the week after that, we're going to be doing both versions of The Wicker Man.
Oh, okay.
I've decided this.
Okay.
There's no movie coming out that week, and like Midsummer just came out, and it's the perfect time.
Okay.
And because then we'll go from very high quality to like the worst movie ever made.
All right.
I'm very excited.
Okay.
Because you haven't seen either one, right?
No, I haven't.
The 2006 one is like a classic. It's so bad. It's so great. I'm excited. It'll be an experience.
Okay.
All right. In the meantime, just keep on
keeping on.
Yes. Bye.
Adios.